Hello world. It hasn't been that long since I made a video, but this weekend I came to an important realization and I wanted to share it with the world. So here it is. We are all way too hard on ourselves. All of us. Every single one of us. And I realized this because I was talking to one of my friends, and when I look in the mirror I see something that's completely different from what I actually look like. I see some distorted image of myself. And I know that it's distorted, but I can't seem to, clear my mind of that idea. And so I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, there's no way that you weigh more than 120 pounds. And I was like, you shitting me? Like, I have a mirror. I know what I look like. You're crazy. And in reality, that's how he honestly sees me, and that's how people honestly see me. And my sister and I were having this conversation this morning, and it's weird how things can happen to you at the same time as somebody else. And she kind of had the same experience this weekend, and I think it's important that we all remember that we need to stop being so hard on ourselves, because first of all, when we all look in the mirror, we instantly look for flaws. We never sit there and look in the mirror and be like, okay, I like this about myself. I like this about myself. This looks pretty good today. We look in the mirror and we're like, oh, there's flubber here, and my skin isn't perfect and glowing and perfectly moisturized, and my hair is all frizzy. And you know what? That's not okay. We need to just sit and just think, you know what? I'm beautiful. And saying that and meaning it shouldn't be as hard as it is. And, everyone is beautiful. And I think we have to remember that we need to stop being so hard on ourselves, because the things that we say to ourselves, we would never say to anybody else. I would never, ever, ever look at somebody and pick out the little tiny flaws that I pick out on myself, because I don't see them on anybody else. And so when you're talking to yourself, try to remember, what would I say to a friend or a sister or a brother or a family member who was having the same issue? You can't sit there and just be so hard on what you look like, and you don't have to look perfect all the time, because the right people, they're gonna care about you even if you gain 20 pounds, or if your skin's not perfect, or you don't have makeup on today, or your hair is greasy because you've been studying too much to wash it. That's a reality during finals. Hair, just not important. But yeah, if I knew that friends of mine were being so hard on themselves as I am on myself, I would tell them that they're ridiculous. And so next time you're looking in the mirror or thinking about something, or thinking about your grades, try and look at it from somebody else's perspective. And try to remember to talk to yourself like you're a human being and you deserve some slack, and nobody is perfect, and don't try to micromanage yourself. And this isn't just for girls, because guys have just as many confidence problems that we do. They're just not open about it. It's not as acceptable for them to have body image issues for some reason, but I know they do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But gosh, people, start being a little easier on ourselves. Cut yourself some slack. And it's okay to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I may not be perfect, but I'm beautiful. And people recognize that. So there's my little inspirational talk of the day. Just treat yourself the way you would treat other people. Treat yourself like you're somebody that you love, because you should love yourself. And it can be the hardest thing in the world to do. But if you can get there, you're going to lead a much happier life. And yeah, so other than that, I have finals coming up, so I don't know when I'm going to make another video, but I hope everyone has a good day, And every single one of you is beautiful. Every one of you. Have a nice day.